Welcome back. 1819 farmhouse restoration. I'm Dixon. Dixon does it. Ceiling's down. Last two videos are about ceiling coming down. You don't want to watch that no more. This was a big mess. Check out the picture I took. It's, right there on the screen before you watch the video. That picture. Anyways, let's look at all the stuff I found after taking all this ceiling down in this here kitchen. Alright, let's start with lead pipes. They just bent them into place. It was awesome. Water lines that I followed them. They end there. They come over. They were capped off here. They were heading that way, but it looks like they came down right here where the chimney is, and underneath here is a cistern, a giant well that like rainwater would collect into, so maybe they were using that. Who knows? But if you follow it, where does it even end? You can see, see, I'm still seeing things. You can see right through the crack there. That's linoleum. That floor is just, good old, a lot of knob and tube wiring. That's all got to get replaced. A lot of connections not in junction boxes. That's got to get replaced. A lot of places where mice chewed up things. That is a heat riser that I'm gonna have to block off for like fire code. Here's another one that we didn't even know existed. That was underneath the three ceilings. That's just a hole with linoleum over it and then a rug. We knew there was a soft spot. We didn't know why. Now we know why. Wires, aftermarket wires. Actually, I did that, so now I can actually staple that and get it nice and secure away from where any screws are going to go into. Here's the old, like, toilet bell. You notice something's missing? You just cut that out. That's just being held up by the nails in the floor, so I'm gonna have to fix that. A lot of it does look better over here, though. I mean, that's missing a big chunk, but it's still fine. I mean, there's splits in the big, that's like 10 by 10, like literally 10 inches. It's not the new stuff. Cracks in the wall. This is funny. Like, you think, oh, it's a normal corner. Then you see that one side's higher than the other. Then you see giant gap in the floor. Ha, funny. More work. I remembered throwing the yellow wire through and having it here. It's not connected to anything, but it's there so I can run it to what I need to. The white wire I forgot about. And I connected it to the knob and tube. That does have power, but it's not long enough to actually run it anywhere, so I'm going to have a blank white plate in the ceiling for a junction box. It's going to look ugly, yeah, but unless you're looking for it, you're not going to see it. Unless I put a light over. Now this is going to be where the double oven goes, so the light will be here, and I don't think that's going to make it. Alright, so first thing I got to do is pull all these nails out. Plaster and lath left a lot of nails, so I got to take all that out, but I got to make sure that all these like slats that are in there stay there. All the other ceilings, I was pulling them off, and what those are spacers to make all of this the same height, so I've got to leave those on. Then I can start taking out the wall and making our openings. We're gonna have a door there, and this is gonna be open, but I've got to assess. So I've got the big giant beam here is sitting on the bricks here, comes across, it's sitting on those bricks, and then sitting on bricks way over there. the thing I'm actually going to look for is how good are these bricks. Because even though they're nice, I think they were just an addition. But it does look like it's sitting on more bricks than I think it is. But I still want to put more support on either side. Just because it's old wood and it's been being held up, and it'd probably be nice to just have it still being held up. Because this wall is not load bearing, but it could be bearing a load. Does that make sense? I don't know. Alright, I'm going to do some work. I thought I'd have a lot more nails, but I guess they all ended up in the lath. I'm going to take these out now. Yeah. Alright, that's gone. So, I know I've explained it before, but these are actually grates in the floor that you can open up. And that goes up to the next level. And then in the ceiling, you would have a grate, and they would heat the downstairs, and the heat would go upstairs. Just heat risers. But what they found out over the years is if you have a fire and it starts and it's downstairs, heat wants to rise, so the fires just go. It's the same reason that they don't make laundry chutes anymore. You want to have a fire block, so we've got to cover that up and that one over there. And then we've got this circle here, so I'm gonna go measure this, cut a circle and a square to go over it, and pop that over. I'm gonna have to put some little tiny bracings over this and then pieces over that. All right, I'll be back. All right, so we got our circle in there, and I'm just gonna bloop, put that there, one in each corner, and a screw and 2 screws in the center to hold the circle in there. That's what I'm gonna do. Alright, so made some little lips so it'll fit over it, like a little box. But I'm gonna need little nails, and where can I get little nails from? Haha. Alright, it's nice and boxed out. So now we move on to this guy. This guy I actually made a metal box for, and it was attached to another metal box, and it was working, but we don't want it working anymore. Once the drywall's up, that's going to create an air barrier, so I'm not really worried about the air barrier, but I'm worried about this being open and somebody, you know, doing whatever. Whatever. I'm just going to box it out with some metal, so let's do this. 9 3/4. And now I'm done. They gave me the day off work. There wasn't any work, so I'm gonna pull a couple of these out because I can't run any wires until I have the wood up. Because think about it, I run the wire and then I have to put a piece of wood there. The wire's in the way. If I put the wood up, after I run a wire, I can drill a hole through it. So, you know, there's always first things first. So what I was hoping for actually happened. There's no pinching on there. They were just put in there. They weren't load bearing at all. I knew they weren't load bearing because this beam here is the same as that beam behind you, you know, and that's got nothing holding it up. This actually it's sitting on the bricks of the chimney, so it's got some extra support. There's no cracking. There's some water damage previously because all the pipes up there, you know, cold pipes, warm air, condensation. There's a lot of staining, but there's no water damage. So now I'm going to take that bigger one and slide it over to here. That'll be our opening, and I'm just going to have to put a cross because we don't want it that open. That's later. All right, so got my headers up. This header is pretty long, so I put, you know, some jams underneath. Plus it's a wide door opening. Sorry, I'm not calling it a door because there's no door going on it. This one I didn't put it on there because it was already 32. So I didn't want to bring it in and make it like only 30. Then you'd be squeezing through and stuff. But I mean, there's no door going on there. No, I didn't worry about it. The nice thing about these walls are they're a little off. So what I could do was run my electrical through it, and the drywall is not going to be on it. I am going to get some metal plates to go across there just so I don't hit it accidentally, you know. I do have all my electrical ran except for this light, and the refrigerator's plugged in way over there. That could go, but I'll just leave it for now. I'm going to need that circuit because that comes off of a circuit over there for the, this is where the island's going. And then we're going to have like a hood underneath it. I still don't know how I'm going to run the ducting because the rafters go this way, but I do want to vent it to the outside. So who knows how that's going. We're going to have to make a bulkhead or something, but that's another episode. Yeah. Now remember, don't throw anything out. Just keep saving it. I mean, you're going to have a lot of crap, but you're also going to have real wood. Oh, that one's broken, but I'm only using this side. You're going to have real wood with real dimensions to go with your old house, which has real wood and real dimensions. The only thing is, you got to spend $40 on 3-inch screws because this stuff's thick. Oh, wow. So that's another episode of 1819 Farmhouse Restoration. That needs to come out. That's not going to be fun. I got to sister all these joists. Sister means to basically put a new joist on the old joist. Everything that is cut out, like right here, that's compromised. You step on the floor, that pinches, crack, done. So I've got to fix all that too. That's another episode. But I'm Dixon. Dixon does it. Peace out, y'all.